Hello! Happy Tuesday! My camera seems oddly zoomed in for some reason. Maybe I should sit back. Yeah, so today I'm planning on playing some XCOM. Why did I say XCOM? Master of Orion, a 4X game. Uh, Probably my overall favorite, even though it's pretty old. Hello, Rayburst. So let's see here. Let's launch it. The intro only plays when you first launch it, so I was gonna not pre-launch it like I do for some games. Now I had borrowed this in the mid '90s at some point, so I don't have the box and manual now. This is the GOG version. I have the GOG manual PDF I can read out of it, but the original manual for this was huge and very comprehensive. It was really good. Hi, CLilona1. Yes, we will be building a galactic empire and hopefully eventually controlling the galaxy in some way, whether by getting elected ruler of the galaxy or forcing everyone or annihilating everyone else. But we'll be exploring, colonizing planets, researching technologies, probably fighting some wars. Mouse seems extra sensitive in this. Can't seem to find a good setting for my mouse. I guess this will have to do. So we'll do things not too terribly complicated. We'll do the average difficulty, large galaxy, 4 opponents. I think the maximum is 5, yeah. And galaxies, and there is a larger galaxy than large, it goes up to huge. Now we get to choose our race. There's humans who are expert traders and magnificent diplomats. They're probably the most boring race. There are Mershan, who are just good at shooting things. Haven't played them very much. There are Silicoids, who are kind of overpowered because they can colonize any planet anywhere from the beginning. They don't have to research the expensive and sometimes late game colony bases to colonize hostile worlds. Hello, Sloppy Sunday. And they don't have any of the normal penalties for colonizing hostile worlds either. Sacras, I actually played them last when I played a couple months ago, and I originally thought that I wasn't going to like them, but the fact that, like, a planet that late game you can get, like, have population growth on a planet of, like, 50% of its cap in a single turn just meant you could just throw out massive armies of Sacras and not care if they, if a third of them get through to kill like one enemy troop for every 2 of them, that is a success. It was weird and different playing them. Cylons, who are just really good at researching, they get access. They get to choose from a lot more technologies, and I think they get a bonus to the research itself. What technologies you get to research is somewhat random and somewhat dependent on what race you're playing. Alkari are good at flying, which mostly means that they're harder to hit in space combat. Clacons produce more, but I think the races tend to not like them. That's the same thing that Silicoids have. I believe them and the Clacons, there's more detail about the races in the manual, are not liked as much. Bullrothi just have really good ground troops. The Mechlars have enhanced factory controls. Basically, they're cybernetic, and a single Mechlar can operate more machinery than others. And Darloks are just really good at spies, and it really sucks having them in a game sometimes. Even if they have a tiny, weak empire, they can still cause so much chaos by having their spies frame everybody for doing things to everybody else. So is there any race that the chat would like to see me play as? trying to remember. Some of these races don't survive to Master of Orion 3, but I believe they are all in Master of Orion 2. Plus, like, 4 new ones in Master of Orion 2. Master of Orion 3 killed off a bunch of them. Alkari look fun? I don't know if I've ever played Alkari. Or at least not since I was a... Yeah, the Darlocks are very sneaky. They can cause a lot of havoc with their spies. The Sakura are what I played last time, and they were kind of fun. Does Silolona 1 have an opinion? Barathi are also kind of like big, bear-looking kind of creatures. So they look kind of neat. Well, we got 2 that say Alkari look interesting, so maybe I will try Alkari. Superior pilots, which means I'm probably going to want to focus on having smaller ships to take advantage of their extra maneuverability. And they don't have any kind of bonuses that help them in, but that bonus does not help them in building an empire building whatsoever, so that'll be interesting. Let me find them in the manual to see if they have anything that'll go into more detail here. So the Alkari are not don't get along with anybody particularly well except humans, which they are somewhat relaxed with. CL01, I was asking what races you were interested in seeing. The Alkari are descended from large birds and still capable of limited flight. From an early age, Alkari learned to master the subtleties of flight and three-dimensional motion. As a result, Alkari make superior pilots. Their ships are very difficult to hit, and, given equivalent designs, their ships will move before any others except the Mershan. Alkari pilots add 3 levels of defense to any spacecraft they pilot and add +3 to their ship initiatives. To take full advantage of Alkari's combat bonus, Alkari players should build small and medium ships. The defense bonus tremendously reduces the amount of damage taken. Yeah, so they have nothing that helps them in empire building, which will make that a big challenge, because being good at fighting in ships only helps if you're, at war. So I might have to be more aggressive. They do have good propulsion technology, though. They have an advantage there. And they're bad with force fields, but good with propulsion would at least help me get faster engines. But I think range is based on... maybe range is based on propulsion. So maybe it'll help expand a little bit. Alright, anyone have a color preference? For Alkari, I kind of like... I feel like white for Alkari. Although they are yellow. I think white kind of goes with them, so maybe I'll just pick white. Oh, I saw CL01's purple just a second too late there. I guess clicking confirmed the name Skylord, so I guess we're going to be Skylord. Altair is the canonical name of the homeworld, so I'll go with that. Altair. So let's have a look. Here's our map. Got a yellow star nearby. That's good. Might have something good there. We start with 2 scouts and a colony ship. So we can send those scouts out to see if there's to look at a couple of the nearby stars. The scouts have extended fuel cells, or whatever it is. Let me look. Reserve tanks. So they can travel further than the colony ships can. But this colony ship should be able to get, 3... Yeah, this is basically the maximum range of a colony ship, is 3 parsecs. Which takes 3 turns because our engines are terrible. Okay, Now our homeworld here does not actually have all of its factories built yet, and our population is only half the maximum, so it's going to be spending time building up. So we really have nothing to do right away. We'll just let these ships get out to where they're going. Ooh, a Terran planet with a 95 max population. That's really good. And a desert. That's pretty good too. We can colonize deserts. All these other systems are out of range. This one will be in range once I colonize that, though. Send the colony ship there. And if I were to build a colony ship, it would take 17 turns, which is too long. So we'll keep building factories first. At least until it's maxed out for our population. And we'll keep exploring too. Oh, we already ran into the Sacras. They must be real close by then. And they retreated. I do not like being that close to the Sacras. Their numbers would make meeting them early a real problem. So yeah, in the year 2305, the Alkaris form a new colony. Beryl. You can rename planets when you colonize them, but I usually don't. Scout ships. So that's a minimal. There's penalties for colonizing a minimal planet, I believe, but I think it's colonizable with the default technology. I don't remember for sure. Can my scout get there? Nope, that's out of range. Get down there or up there. Continuing to build factories. They're building faster now that I have more of them. Down to 11 turns to build a colony ship, so it's faster right now to build up factories and then build the colony ship. Beryl only has 2 million people on it. So we can speed up Beryl. We can speed up Beryl's development a couple of ways. One is to spend some of our planetary reserves to boost their production. Another is just to send a transport with some more people over there. I can't really spend my planetary reserves because I don't have any yet. So we control our spending with these sliders. This ecology slider, oh, that's another thing. The silicoids don't have to worry about this slider at all. They can just spend everything in their industry. If anybody else tries to do that, though, they get a bunch of toxic waste on their planet that reduces the maximum population and is generally bad. They have to spend a portion of their economy cleaning up. And there's technologies that reduce that cost, but silicoids don't have to research that technology. They don't have to spend that. That's one of the things that gives them a big economic advantage. Not to mention they can just colonize all the bad planets that they want. Beryl's at 8 million, still has no factories. Should be getting a factory any minute now. As we get 0.4 factories per turn. Step. Oh, a toxic, hostile environment. Can't build there because I need a special colony base, but it is mineral rich. So even though the population growth is low and the maximum population is low, doing double industry would still make it a pretty effective colony. If I was able to do it. It's also in a nebula, which has a couple of different weird effects, but that usually only matters for combat. I believe it slows ships down, but I don't remember what all the other effects are. Okay, this should be getting close to where... Yeah, we got 90 factories, so we're getting up there. And Volrathis. What, is everybody in my little corner of the galaxy? Are we just like all crammed together here? It's odd. Usually if I'm way off in a corner here, I don't run into everybody so quickly. Oh, and there's Darlocks here. Yeah, I guess the map shows Alkari, Klakon, Bulrathi, Sakra, and Darlock. This is a pretty... I have played Stars, not by email, though. But hello, Lauren1350. And I don't know if it probably wasn't the original version of Stars, but some like Windows 3.1 port of it or something. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a nasty matchup because the Klakons and Sakras will all definitely outproduce me. And Darlocks will just probably make everybody be at war with everybody else. Yeah, I had played that a little bit, but I hadn't played that until later in the 90s, I think, after I had played Master of Orion. So at that point, I was already interested in Master of Orion. And Master of Orion 2, probably even by then. Okay, let's, Now I still don't have I can still support more factories here than I have are built, or this would say max if I'd otherwise. I'll send some more people over to Barrel to help kickstart that. People in population also produces some industry. It's not a lot unless you're the Klakons, but Oop. And we can spend more than it takes to clean our environment in order to increase our to get our population to reproduce faster too. But... Okay, let's see now if we... Okay, yeah, 5 turns for another colony ship. Let's go ahead and do that. Then I'll probably have to start researching some technology to get a... try and get some longer range fuel cells. Because this is... they don't have too many planets that'll be in reach. Even after I colonize this one. That's toxic, so I can't so I won't be able to colonize it. And I don't remember for sure about minimal planets. Although I think it... Wait, I think there's actually a... Here we are. Yeah, the map actually tells me minimal are the worst planets that you can colonize with the starting technology, it looks like. These that are in red mean they're in red because I don't have the technology to do them yet. And that's barren, tundra, dead, inferno, toxic, radiated, and none. None planets are quite boring. They've got nothing. Yes, build a colony. Tracks. I think this Alkari thing is going to be hard mode, though. Especially in this close to those two races. No, I didn't mean to keep building this ship. Oops. Don't have any use for that. Oh, Klingon mode. I was wondering if I should leave that on or not, but alright, add timer, playing on. We're not quite far enough in the game to do battle for the glory of the Empire since we have no combat ships, but let us expand for the glory of the Empire and build lots of factories. Oh, we're actually about at maximum. Cheeky Bulrathi, you're keeping a scout in orbit of Altair. Ah, Altair is full of our glorious troops. Let us send some to our new colonies to accelerate our empire's future. And let us begin developing technologies with which to lay waste to our newfound enemies. Battle computers so our weapons can find their targets. Improved industrial technologies to make our factories cheaper. Deflector shields to protect our ships. Terraforming for more troops to live on our planets. Now here I have a choice whether I want the cheap hydrogen fuel cells technology or to skip it and go for the deuterium fuel cells to get more range and not have to spend this. Let us spring for the deuterium fuel cells and Hyper 5 rockets. Also, let's focus all of our resources on extending the reach of our empire. Ha! The cowards fled. Rax must build itself up so we can provide more defenses. Deuterium fuel cells are ready. Nuclear engines will make us faster, whereas inertial stabilizers will make our pilots even more adept at evading our foes' attacks. But we need nuclear engines a little more, and that also will help with evasion. Let us redistribute our technological spending here. And add to our planetary reserves to help bolster our development of our new colonies. Oof, the Bulrathi are already sending troops somewhere. Probably here. 29 years to build one missile base. Our troops have almost next to no chance against the Bulrathi. Let's design the cheapest combat ship we can. Lasers. That's all one single laser is all that we can fit on here. We could put a battle computer on there, but that'll increase the cost of the ship too much. Let's construct this Pelican. If we can. 2 years. Planet can only support. We'll see what we can do here. We must. Oh, timer ran out, I guess. We must try to get. They're going to try to get tracks. To build as many ships as we can. Because I think this troop transport is headed there. If it's not, that'll be a problem. Alright, you. Let's get that scout out of here. Because my Pelican ships will be able to intercept. I think this Bulrathi I don't know if this transport's going to get there next turn or the turn after. But even if my troops get here the same time they do, and I'll outnumber them, but Bulrathi are really good at ground combat, so they will. If I don't destroy a bunch of their transports before they actually land, they're gonna just stomp all over everything I've got. Oop, that was wrong. So I probably need to build more combat ships for that. The only thing is I haven't even seen the Bulrathi colonies yet. And they have a colony ship going there, so I want to try and block that. But I also need to expand and colonize some of these other places. So, I don't know. Let's start by working on this colony ship some more. Okay, that colony ship is apparently not armed. Klingon mode might be better to do when I'm actually like in an actual war. Okay, looks like our ships are going to get there at the same time. Trax is going to build one more Pelican, it looks like. Let me see what the medium ship specs are that is pre-designed. Laser 3 nuclear missiles cost 69 BC. Probably can't produce that even with... Like, I'd like to have something with missiles to try and stop those colony ships, but... We'll see what happens here. This might be a really short game. If I lose Trax, I'll be in kind of bad shape with the Bulrathi right on my doorstep. Okay, I only shot down 3 of their troop ships. Oh, and they have hand lasers, so they'd have better combat technology than I do, too. See how bad that was. The Bulrathi Empire greets the Alkari's warmly and hopes that you will prosper under our rule. Well, that's quite cheeky. Okay, well, we're going to do this the hard way. We're going to send 42 million troops. And then try to grow our population back. I could also send some from Beryl if I didn't think that was going to be enough, but that should do it. As long as they don't get another bunch of troop ships through. And we'll also work on a colony ship. "42 out of 42 Alkari transport penetrate Bulrathi defenses." Oh, this is so miserable. Come on, you guys can do it. Nope. Whereas the destruction of our ships can be endured, the wholesale slaughtering of Bulrathi colonists will certainly guarantee war. Well, you started it. I could build a bomber and just bomb the planet, I suppose, too. That might be a better idea. Yeah, we'll build a couple of those. Oh, I have a colony ship there. Okay, we'll send those out, and then go up here, because that's probably out of range of the Bulrathi right now. Let's set auto battle on this, because that's an unarmed scout. I'm actually not sure why it's not prompting me to bomb Trax. I guess either because we're not at war, or because our population's already up to 10. Like, when I was playing Sakras, this wouldn't have been a problem. I would just my population growth would be so fast that losing, 40 million in a turn would not be that big a deal. Okay, back to colony ships. Okay, bombing time. We only got a factory, though. We can't take out any of their... Yeah, I should have made something that actually has some nuclear bombs instead of just missiles. Nuclear bomb. And that's all this ship is going to have. It'll be cheap that way. Very cheap. Okay, they're sending another 30 colony transports. Those should have a little more trouble getting past the ships that I have there now. Well, we're going to build a colony on Primodius. Bomb the heck out of it. And we'll see how things go. My bombers aren't there yet, so that's... Boy, that's not helping. Industry, none. Well, I need more than none industry. Send 5 million from here. And 5 million from here. Try and get it going a little bit. Just destroying factories when I want to be destroying population and ideally keeping the factories. Yeah, 41 against 33. How do they get so many troops so fast? It's ridiculous. Emperor, Skylord, Alkari starships have invaded and violated Bolrathi space. Such actions can only be construed as an act of war. Well, it's my space. But now I have actual bombers here, and that's not helping that much. Do they have planetary shields or something already? Okay, time for some spying. Don't normally allocate this much, but gotta get some spies on there. Oh, they've got, like, way too many planets. Need someone else to go bother them, I think. Maybe someone else is bothering them, but I need them to bother them more. Burrell's reached its industry maximum of 190 factories. Oh, good. Well, they can do some technology or... Oops. Yeah, let me look at the specs for the rebuilt bombers. Yeah, maybe I'll make a few... Well, I've already started making the Falcons, so I should just make more of those. I was expecting the nuclear bombs to be a little more effective than they have been. Oh, I can only do reloc for systems under my control. Yeah, 29. Yeah, I think there's nothing I can do about this unless I research some better technology. I'll give another couple turns to see if they actually start making a dent in the population, but I'm making no dents in the population. So I think I just have to deal with that not being under my control for now. Well, maybe I can make some allies somewhere, but Or maybe I should just give up and try to be an ally of the Bolrathi. See, most of the races I play, are better at are better in some way at either building or researching than the default would be. So I would have some confidence that I could outproduce the Bolrathi, but uh, I mean the Bolrathi have more planets than I do, so they're gonna outproduce me whatever I do. Weapons, Hyper 5 rockets would give me some advantage, but but I wouldn't be able to fit them in small ships. This construction tech only really helps building up new planets, so let's focus some research in the planetology. Into planetology. At least give myself a little bigger population. And we'll try to colonize Mobus over here. But I'm also going to have to build probably a bunch more. I'm going to have to spread those ships out and then probably build a bunch more. Okay, here's our copy protection. I used to have all of these memorized, but not anymore. I'm not sure what this one might be. I think the GOG version has this copy protection pretty much removed anyway, but they also give a reference card for all of these. That might be the... It's not the Dreadstar, I don't think. It might be the... Hornet or the Hunter? Let's see. I think it's... Yeah, I think it is the Hornet. The colors on this thing don't look right. But basically, these were all on different pages of the manual. You'd have to flip through the manual to find them. And they weren't in any particular order that I can remember, so... Eventually, I just learned them all and didn't have to look at the manual for that. Oh, I guess it does say what page they're on, though. Or a range of pages that they're on. Okay, so that's a scout. It won't be able to stop my troop transports. Bolrathi pretty much hate me now. Oh well. I should have just... Oh, and they're allied with the Sakras already? Ugh. I should have just let them have that planet, apparently. "15 colony transports going here, I guess. That'll be aggravating. Okay, let's... 3 years to build a defense turret. This will transfer what planetary reserves I have to try and bring that down to 2. Current rating of Space Fleet strengths, and I'm on the bottom. Yeah, I'm apparently really bad at this game. Not usually. Usually this wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. Oh, where are they going? Are they going? They're going up to Primodius, aren't they? And I'm not going to be able to get there in time. Oh, man, that is really aggravating. Okay, and then I'm going to have to build more combat ships because I'm sending all my ships up there. I'm going to build 51 Pelicans. I should probably build a more serious design a more serious combat ship, though. But I really could use better weapon technology first, or I'm not sure there's much point. But yeah, I guess we'll get another pile of Pelicans. Put at least one missile base on each of my other planets that can actually afford to build one. Oh, I would like to terraform my planets, but... Well, that'll let me... I guess the next planetology tech is to let me build on tundra planets, but that's not gonna happen, I don't think. I'm actually strongly tempted to just start over with a different race. Construction's getting up there. Let's try to put some more into weapons. Yep, we're gonna get scorched here. But there is only 5 of them now. So if I send enough troops, maybe we can take that back. But enough is going to be a real large number. So I'll just send as many as I can. Yes, bomb it. I'm still only getting factories. And their population's growing super fast, too. I'm not sure what's the deal with that. I'm going to send 20 ships down here to... 10 ships. I'm going to send 10 ships down there to harass that colony ship. That's interesting. Didn't prompt me to bomb that time. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, well, here goes this first, I guess. It looks like he's retreating. Hey, I got 1 million killed. Maybe that'll make the difference. 51 million to 9 million, then. And we won, barely, with 7 million troops left. So, Emperor Skylord, you have answered our request for peace with unprovoked acts of war. So be it. We will crush the Alkari madness that plagues the universe. Ambassador recalled. Well, you did it first. Yeah, fighting the Bulrathi sucks, and they're sending more ships they're sending more troops, and I can't do anything about it. There's literally no way I can deal with that. Even if I'd sent all of these ships with them, I don't think I'd be able to stop that. I don't have enough. I can't build. It'll take way too long to build missile defenses on that planet. That's why the Bulrathi suck. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm being real whiny. I mean, to be fair, that's probably the same. I would probably essentially... oh yeah, I can see what technology they have now. You know, pretend to say the same things to them. It's like, oh, they gave me an excuse to go to war. Now I can just take all of their remaining planets. And the rulers with honorable personalities won't care. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get wiped out fast here. I don't even have the option of suing for peace now because they sent away my ambassador, so I can't talk to them at all until they've had some time to calm down. But yeah, this will maybe at best take out 5 ships. Probably not even that. Okay, and they must be spending a fair amount on security because my spies are not lasting very long, even in hide mode. And Yeah. Well, let's bomb some factories, I guess. No, actually, it took out more than I thought. 12 of them, but they're still going to outnumber me, so there's no hope. No hope at all. I guess I can just keep my ships there and keep bombing. I'm trying to... Oh, okay, so this planet... So Altair got itself terraformed, so it has a 10 million higher population maximum, and we can build some more factories there. Beryl is also building factories. I should also probably build more missile defenses here. We'll work on that a little bit. Okay, now it looks like they are sending things to Altair. Can I get one more, squeeze one more missile base out of here, maybe? Yeah, if I produce some waste, I guess I'll do that. Hate to, but might need it to keep my planet. Oh, needs to ban someone real quick. No, I don't think I ever knew that this animation would just keep looping. Yeah, spam. There's a technology that lets you actually that actually lets you see where these ships, where enemy ships are headed, but I don't have it yet. Okay, I guess I didn't need to do all that. Improve Industrial Tech 9. Duralloy armor. Well, that would be good. Oh, they were headed up there. Oh well. Let's build some more factories here. And I guess that one's done already, so... Yeah, gonna keep researching. Hannah was there to pick up pizza. Sakra's attack. Oh, Sakras are here. Bye! They are unfortunately allied with the Bolrathi. Darlock scouts discovered an ancient derelict from which their scientists uncovered numerous weapon and shield technological secrets. Well, good for them. Hail, wise and just Emperor Skylord. The Sakras welcome a new age of honor between our two empires. Okay, well, let's spend a little bit on spying on them. Do some espionage on the Bolrathis. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can get some technology from them, and if I'm super lucky, maybe I can frame someone else for doing it. That probably won't work out though, because they actually have they've got more computer tech than I do, so they'll actually have a small bonus over me to their spying. Let's try to get a trade agreement, but this will probably... Oh, they will go for a trade agreement. Probably not a non-aggression pact, no. And like, I am so far behind everybody, I think. Yeah, my technology is sad. Well, my production's actually not bad. I'm surprised the Sakura don't have better technology. I guess they have no more planets than I do. Yeah, they just have 2. They must have just colonized that one. Oh yeah, because I retreated from that ship. I guess that was a colony ship. Oh well. Probably shouldn't have retreated, but especially since the Sakras are gonna be my enemy real suddenly here. Since they are allied to the Bulrathis. Ah, I can steal a technology. Oh, I should probably try to steal their hand lasers. Though I'm tempted to steal their computer technology to narrow the gap in spying. But that will at least narrow the gap in our ground combat very slightly. How are we doing on tech? Okay, we've almost got that weapons tech. When that's done, I'm gonna just build a bunch of ships with those Hyper 5 rockets probably and use them as for combat and bombing. And try to clear out some of these Bulrathi planets. Yeah, your actions irrevocably change the fate of our 2 empires and plunge us into war, neither can win. Well, I'm pretty sure that I can't win it. I can maybe do something to the Sakras over here. We'll send a small number of ships here. Now, I could possibly take... I don't know what... don't have any spies there yet, so I don't know what their technology is. Okay, let's have our the Bulrathi spies hide and get built up again. Because I have no spies left there. They all got found. Could send a bunch of people here, but I wouldn't probably be able to defend it against the Bulrathis, so I might as well just leave it. Even though it means the Sakras can send ships to my planets. They probably don't have the range to reach it otherwise. Hey, I actually got 1,000,000 pop that time. Pelicans. When's that tech gonna finish? Basically, once you get close enough to a technology, you start seeing this percentage here, and that's the chance each turn that you'll finish researching the tech. The time it takes to actually... The amount of research points you actually need to research a tech is somewhat random. There it is. Rockets. Then neutron pellet guns, which are somewhat shield penetrating, or ion cannon. But neutron pellet guns don't have a heavy version. Ion cannons, that's a lot of research points, but they do have a heavy version, and heavy versions are... Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and research those. Okay, so let's make a missile boat. Actually, let's remove these, and these scouts are also useless. And I would awfully like to have nuclear drives on any ships that I'm going to be building now, but that's a little ways off yet, it looks like. Wait, what is that technology that's going to be done soon? Oh, Battle Computer Mark II. I don't really need that for a ship that's going to be focused on missiles. Alright, Hyper 5 rockets. We're going to do 2-shot magazines, because I can have more magazines that way. Probably. Yeah, I can either have 2 that fire 2 shots at a time, or I can have 1 that fires 5 shots, which is only 1 more total shot. I could throw a nuclear bomb on there for a little bit more damage, but probably after, by the time I put shields on there, then it's full. So yeah, Skyhawk missile boats. Build some of those. Looks like Altair can maybe crank out 1 of those per turn. I will say the Bulrathi aren't trying very hard to secure their new colonies that they've got at my expense here. 37 pop, 36 pop. See if the new weapons help make a bit of a dent. But I doubt it'll make a huge difference until I have a very large number of ships, which will take a while to get going. See how much of a difference it makes, I suppose. Go there. Everybody go there. Just having the Pelicans stay and defend locally. Oh yeah, Helos. Yeah, there's already 45 million here. I could maybe win anyway if I sent enough people. So they don't have any... Actually, should have a better... Actually, yeah, I can probably take that. I should have an advantage. I'll do that next turn. Brothly Empire has grown in strength. Already they control 8 star systems. Yeah, so that's 50 maximum population. I can send... So I'll send like 30 million from here and 30 million from Altair in a couple of turns. That's 7 turns from there. 5, so yeah, in 2 turns I'll do that. And I'll send a couple of Skyhawks to try and secure that. Oh. Well, those are just colony ships, and then they have that little fighter there. But I don't have a battle scanner, so I don't know what these things are armed with. Apparently they're just armed with lasers, but of course that's a large ship. Yeah, my Skyhawks are still not doing a great deal to that. I'm not sure why these aren't doing more bombing, but... Oh, I guess he's going over there to mob us, so... Guess I feel like this is not being very useful, but now let's switch over to research. Maybe I'll annoy them enough that they'll want to have peace. I can probably talk to them again. So yeah, the Sakras have barren and tundra environment. That makes sense. They have a advantage on planetology research, I believe. Oh, they have deep space scanners. Those are nice. Try to get those too. The Bulrathis. Yeah, being on the underdog here, I'm gonna need to spy and steal technologies. Alright, all of my transports penetrate Sakra defenses. I have hand lasers, and they do not. Which means that we're gonna have a definite advantage here. Contact has been broken with the Sakra Empire. I guess we're out of range now. I wonder where those are going. That's strange. So they're going up this way? Oh, now the Bulrathis are allied with the Darloks and are not allied with the Sakras. I wonder if the Sakras are trying to take Primodius. They won't do it with 25 colony transports. They might kill like 5 Bulrathi. But that last battle did remind me of something. If I actually Duralloy armor would actually give me a bonus to my ground combat as well, but that's apparently taking a long time because I've been researching that for a while. It must be one of the expensive ones. Skyhawk 7. We'll try to build up Helos some. So yeah, I'm not really doing much at all to these planets by bombing them with the bombs that I've got. Not much at all. Just keeping them from being productive, basically. I wonder if it's headed to Mobus. Could be. I'm not sure what numerical advantage would be sufficient for me to overcome the Bulrathi advantage in ground combat, but I'm pretty sure I'm not there. Nuclear engines. Move ships at warp 2 and allows maximum maneuverability of class 2 in combat. Okay, and then I could go for even longer range ships. An inertial stabilizer, which would make my ships harder to hit, but it's kind of an expensive thing to put on them, I think. Or sublight drives, which is another step up from nuclear. I'll probably just go for the iridium fuel cells for now. Hail, glorious Emperor Skylord! I bear greetings from Derp, ruler of the Bulrathis. The war between us is senseless. Let us call an end to it with a peace treaty. Okay. Then I will pull my ships back and try to focus on spying and stuff. Spying and technology, see what I can do that will actually help. And hold off on designing new ships for now that use those new nuclear engines. See if I get it, because I might get some other tech. Purple, that's usually Darloks. You still... Oh, that now they're allied with the Sakras and the Darloks. Wonderful. Oh, so I got... Okay, improved robotics controls 3. That I definitely... That's super important. The improved, let's see. The other one was, where's planetology? Enhanced eco restoration, which makes waste cleanup cheaper, which is useful especially in conjunction with some of the, with the improved robotic controls, which that's not construction, that's computers. Let's see. I'm gonna focus in on construction and computers and planetology. So the improved robotic controls lets me have more factories per population. So that's a huge benefit to production, which also does research. Okay, Helos. Oh, I didn't mean to move ships away from Helos. That's my planet. I want to keep that. Get back there. Uh, Probably should just scrap those falcons. I think they're useless. Class 2 deflector shields and personal deflector shields, which does help in ground combat. That'll be a while before they get that, though. Report is 2 years old. Borathis already have personal deflector shields. Well, maybe they're in a good enough mood now that I can form a trade agreement with them. Nope, they don't want to do that. Maybe if I paid them some, but I don't really have much to pay them with. Right. Let me look at they're aggressive technologists. Well, that explains why they're got so much technology. They are focused on that. And they're aggressive, which, I mean, they were taking my planets right away, so definitely for sure that. And they started right in the middle, so I guess they could reach everybody. Beryl and Altair back up to their maximum everything. So they can get our technology cranking. Once Helos gets up there and... Wait, refit? I don't already have improved. Should only say refit if it's upgrading factories, but I don't have any improved robotic controls yet. That's strange. Okay, there we go. Now it's saying what I'd expect. So it was a little while before it would make any missile bases. Since I'm so hemmed in here, I don't have a lot I can do other than pass turns, I think. Pretty sure I can't reach that. Oh, I can. Okay, I should at least do some scouting then. Send one of those there. One of those there. Oh, right, because I have Helos now, so that gives me reach down. That gives me range down to those stars. And this one may probably not. No, that one's still out of range. Anywhere else that I should have a look at? Nothing I can really reach. I could go. Nope, can't reach that one either. Should have checked those sooner, on the off chance that I could colonize them. Okay, here's our improved robotics controls 3. So yeah, we're gonna focus on that for sure. I might quickly research the ECM Jammer Mark 1 just to slightly increase my computer tech level. That won't take much to get. So we had a star system with no planets. We have one with a radiated planet that I can't colonize, and there's this red star. Oh, and we got our iridium fuel cell, so now I can go a little further. Which has an Inferno planet, which I also can't colonize. So, and I'm right next door to the Sakra homeworld there. That's Sla. And we're in contact with them. Oh, apparently we're still at war, too. Let's see if they still want to be at war. Emperor Saurak hereby orders all hostilities to end between our empires. I don't suppose you want to trade. Nope. Let's see. Go take a look at see if I can actually have a look at their system. There is a small. I would actually possibly be able to conquer Slaw, but it would take. I would have to like dump half the population of each of my planets probably and time it all properly. Not sure it's a good idea to even try that. Especially since it says they have a much higher fleet strength than I do. I don't know what their fleet's doing or where it is, but getting that Duralloy armor soon, and then I might want to design some new ships. That will increase the hit points quite a bit. Hi there. Yeah, that's a bunch of ships. And 11 missile bases. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to conquer that. Not without a big fleet to pound the missile bases down first. Oh, I probably don't need Battle Computer Mark IV anytime soon. That ECM Jammer Mark I would just improve our defenses against missiles a little bit if I equipped it, if I designed ships using it. Still waiting on that. Okay, let's cut our computer tech a bit. Planetology. Yeah, that'll increase our production a bit. And I do need to get this weapons tech going. If for no other reason than to miniaturize some of my other weapons, so I can try to take advantage of my, the Alkari's maneuverability. Okay, Helos can do some terraforming. But it's getting close to being ready to... Altair and Beryl are still building new factories. There we go. Beryl is done. Beryl and Altair have finished their new improved robotics factories. We've got Duralloy armor, which increases the hit points of ships and transports by 50%, and also helps with ground combat. Oh, we can reduce industrial waste for 80% for cheap or 60% for a giant amount of research points. Let's get the cheap tech first. Oh, the Borathi are already all the way up to neutral. Let's see if they'll trade with me now. Yes! Got a trade agreement. And non-aggression? No. I don't like that. But we've got a trade treaty, which will cost us some initially to set up, but then it'll give us credits every year, in theory. Yeah, what is the Sakra's pacifistic expansionist? Though they probably won't just declare war on me arbitrarily, even though they're expansionist. They might because they're expansionist, but they're pacifistic. So I don't know in this situation how that'll will work out. They do have all the space down here, but I don't know where the Darloks are. And was there one other race? Yeah, I haven't encountered the Clacons yet, and I've just seen one Darlok ship down in this area. Bolrothi have something all the way down in the corner there. Yeah, once Helos is done, actually, let's build a couple more bases on Altair, just for safety's sake. 1. And then we'll do the same on Helos. Does it really need to spend that much on cleaning? Probably not that much. It looks spending half its production on cleaning waste, which seems like a lot. I guess so are Altair and Beryl. Guess that's why this enhanced eco-restoration technology is important. And the reduced industrial waste technology, both. Come on, Sacras. Alright, they agreed to a trade agreement. This will also help our relationship, or it should. Goodbye. I wonder if there's any technology trades that would be good for me with the Bulrothis. Probably not. I can try it, though. Personal deflector shield. I'm working on that myself. Improved eco restoration. Fusion bombs, but could upgrade our trade agreement. Let's see. Where's planets? We still have a deficit from trade, but Bulrothi scientists are predicting that their star in the Primordial system will soon go supernova. Okay, that's a random bad event that can happen. All the research from, but you can research a way to prevent it by spending a lot of research on that. So presumably they're gonna do that. Let's see what our status is. Bulrothi still have way too many planets. I still have not nearly enough. But also, I'm not in any position to do anything about it, really. Oh, the Bulrothis and the Sacras aren't allied anymore, though. So I could, if I built up enough, I could try to conquer the Sacras. Fleet strength. Like, I do have considerably better... Like, I'm about to get those ion cannons, which are a pretty strong beam weapon compared to everything else that I have. Sacras have them already, but they don't really have anything else that I don't have. Oh, wait, now it's saying that they're... I guess they're allied again. That didn't last very long. Them not being allies. Thing is, if they're allies and I attack them, then the Bulrothi will attack me, and then I'm gonna be in a world of hurt because they're only extending their advantage now. Ion cannons. High intensity beam weapons capable of inflicting 3 to 8 points of damage. Heavy ion cannons strike for 3 to 15 and have a 2-space range. Ion rifles are good for ground combat weapon. So there's there's these Scatter Pack 5 rockets that are a MER version of the Hyper 5 rockets that I have now. Which means they're still not good at penetrating shields. So maybe I'll just go up to mass drivers or ion rifles. Mass drivers ignore half of deflector shields. Half of deflector shields. There we go. Okay, so ion rifles. We're gonna it's really tempting to go after Slaw. I have to wait for the right situation for that. Don't want to nag them too much for a non-aggression pact or they'll get annoyed. Could offer tribute. I don't have much though. All they want is improve robotic controls 3 might be the only thing that I have that they don't. It's also the only advantage that I have. Is that they don't have any extra production technology like that. But as long as I'm at peace, I guess I should stick to being peaceful. Planetary deflector shield. Does anybody else have a planetary deflector shield? No. Well, Rothies have class 4 deflector shields, though, for their ships, which is pretty gnarly. I need these two to not be allies. The only way to do that would be with a lot of spy luck. Does it say what their actual tech level is? No. I just have to kind of infer it from the techs that they have. My computer tech might actually be higher than theirs. Try to steal that deep space scanner. And if I'm super lucky, maybe I can frame the Bulrathi's and break that alliance and then go after them. I need to build up a fleet, though, to make that worth doing. I'm just in a really bad position here. Well, here's the deep space scanner. We also got reduced industrial waste. Watch yourself, Emperor Skylord. We will no longer tolerate espionage attempts against our empire. Okay, I guess they caught my spy after the fact. So yeah, I might have to wind up going to war with him one way or another, because I need to get whatever advantages I can here. Okay, nothing terribly critical coming anytime soon for combat, except maybe the sublight drives are still going to take a while. So let's look at our fleet here. Scrap these destroyers, and we're going to design, see what we can get in a small ship with nuclear drives and class 2 maneuverability, duralloy armor, and ion cannons. We can fit one ion cannon, no shields that way. So we're just going to try to make it fast enough to not die, I guess. This is not a ship that would be any good for attacking a planet. That's one of the problems with using small ships for anything. Now here's a question. Can I put nuclear bombs on this? I can. One. Wouldn't have to worry about the duralloy armor. Could save a little cost by downgrading that to titanium. Because this wouldn't be a ship to actually use in a fight. It would just be purely bombing. The advantage of doing this with a small ship is would be really cheap. Thing is, it's not a whole lot more damage than the ion cannon. The maximum damage is a little higher. Maybe I'll just stick with that ion cannon. Yep, now if I wanted to go and build any large ships, or even medium ships, with a... Ooh, battle scanners take a lot of space. I usually put them on large ships. So I can scan enemy ships and decide what I need to build to counter them, but... I could put nuclear missiles, but not anything. Not any good missiles on here. Yeah, it's probably not worth me making any sort of new kind of missile boat until I have a better missiles. Okay, Helos, you can churn out some of these Falcons, was it? Yeah, that's the new one. 6 per turn. Alright, we got better biotoxin antidote. That's helps counteract biological warfare, but if I'm in the position where I'm getting... Oh, the star Primodius has gone supernova, destroying most of the Bulrathi colony and killing millions. I guess the Bulrathi didn't deal with that in time. Yep, and it's just gone. Is it? Oh, no, it's not just gone. It's now radiated. They still have the colony. Oh, they have huge ships already? That's scary. Please, can I have a non-aggression trait pack now? Yay! Yay, so basically they won't attack my fleets unless they're in orbit of one of their colonies. Alliance? No. Break alliance with the Sacras? Okay, never mind. Still losing money on our trade agreements, but oh well. Honestly, this has been quite the... Usually my games of Master of Orion are a little more exciting than this, but I feel like I'm just trapped in this corner and I can't do anything. Let me double check what's in range. I am researching radiated colony base, so in theory I'll be able to colonize this if no one gets to it first. Oh, the Bulrathis are up to relaxed with us. That's nice. Okay, planetology, but that's gonna apparently take a long time because this light bulb is still super empty. I still don't have contact with everybody either. Maximum population on this is so low that I could actually take it from the Bulrathi once I have the technology to land there, but it's like, but why would I now? There wouldn't be really any good reason to do so. What was this one again? Toxic? I think I'm a ways from any toxic colonization technology. Yeah, the Sacras don't really have anything for me to take. Wow, the Bulrathis are all the way up to amiable. Well, they don't want an alliance. Might help if I had a stronger fleet, but... Major industrial accident on the Klakon colony of Geon has irradiated the entire planet. The intense pollution levels will certainly kill millions. Well, okay, now the Klakons had an accident. I don't even know how the Klakons are doing because I don't have contact with them. Okay, I should probably try to do something, but before I attack anyone, I need to... Okay, let's design one large ship and try to get it built. Class 2 shields, Duralloy armor, nuclear engines, Class 2 maneuver, heavy ion cannons, a battle scanner, yeah, just heavy ions. Oh, and a computer. And an ECM. It's going to take several turns to build. 3 turns. Well, my eco sliders look a lot nicer now that I have some of the... Now that my factories are producing less and it costs less to clean up what they do produce. Radiation from the Klakon industrial accident on Geon has been finally cleaned up. That actually didn't take them very long at all. And my fleet strength is not catching up to the Sackers at all. Now, computers. There's a Warhawk. Well, maybe it's starting to. Normally I make a lot of ships that fire a lot of missiles and then run away. It's kind of my main battle strategy, but I don't have the right missile tech for it, I don't think. And it doesn't look like I'm getting any anytime soon, so... So I suppose I should just try to design something for that. Engine, nuclear. The rest doesn't really matter. Hyper 5 rockets are what I've got. I don't have any specials that would help with that, so... I suppose I could throw in some nuclear missiles, too. They don't cost very much. The Space Gull. And we'll have Beryl make those. And automatically send them to Helos. That matter, I'll have the Warhawks also automatically go to Helos. Send absolutely everything I've got. And can possibly make, pretty much. Except for the old ships that aren't fast. That's slaw. Once my fleet strength is somewhat over the Saccharus. empire populations. Well, I'm the second smallest empire, but I knew that. The other thing I need to do is beef up my planetary defenses. So let's start doing that as well. I don't know what will be enough. Probably there isn't a mount I can achieve that will be enough. Oops, that's the wrong button. I want to look at the status. So we're about even on fleet strength now. Of course, their entire fleet is just probably going to be at Slaw, unless they're fighting somebody. But it doesn't seem like either of these races are ever getting at war with anybody else. I can blow up some of their missile bases. They definitely won't like that, but... Destroyed a missile base. The Sakura Empire will not stand for acts of terrorism such as the sabotage attempt at Slav. Wars have begun over less. Well, I'm trying to start a war. They have 10 missile bases too, which is kind of a lot. But I don't think they have planetary shields. Which means my missiles should be able to do some damage. Just for the heck of it, let's save our game and see what happens when we send what we've got. Not these, because they'll slow the fleet down. Or I guess I could send them ahead. And then they can get destroyed. Yeah, I'll send them ahead. One, two, three. And then everything else. For 3 turns. Where is he going? Down here somewhere. Wonder if they're gonna colonize that radiated planet. No, they can't do radiated yet. I don't know where they're going. They have a bunch of nasty technology, though. Okay, let's see what we're up against. So, colony ship that's armed, but not heavily armed. They've got medium ships with heavy ion cannons each. And the Spirit and Demon are insignificant. So it's the Spectres I need to worry about. Their attack levels are all low, so hopefully they'll miss our ships a lot. With our bonuses to that. And use my missile ships to try and take out the missile bases on the planet. Well, we got some, not a lot. Okay, these are the dangerous ones, I think. The Spectres, right? Yeah, the Spectres are the ones I need to worry about. So let's move in range and start blasting them. There we go. That's not bad. These ships need to wait for their missiles to hit. Alright, took out half the missile bases. That's not bad. Yeah, you can't... You Spirit can't do anything. Its Gatling laser is probably most dangerous against my little ships because it fires multiple shots, but it just doesn't do enough damage to threaten the bigger ships. Okay, those missiles are all gone, so these can retreat. But they don't need to, particularly. I'll have them wait here. I actually thought I'd get him. He'd get to go first because of the initiative. He'd have higher initiative, but those missiles all missed because my ships are maneuverable and my pilots are good. Sure, shoot that. Do a little damage to it. Yeah, they're not even close to destroying one of my Warhawks. They've only dealt 14 out of 150 hit points. I guess I do have a Duralloy armor, and I don't think they do. Yeah, they just have titanium still. So technology-wise, got a huge advantage. Okay, good. We can do damage to that planet. I was not sure if that would be the case. But yeah, we got enough firepower. Bye. Done. Alright, bombing it now won't do me any good. How can you not expect retaliation for the unprovoked attack at Salah? I don't know. I am expecting retaliation. I'm just hoping the retaliation from the Bulrathi won't come for a while. Okay, let's send the troops. It's gonna have to mostly be from Altair. Actually, it's just gonna have to be from everywhere, I think. Transports. 13 turns, though. I'm gonna have to wait 13 turns. That's annoying. Basically, because the Sakras reproduce so fast, I have to conquer their planet in one go. Otherwise, there's no advantage for me to not send an overwhelming attack force. So we're going to do that. And I need them all to land on the same turn. So that one was 13 turns. This one is 10 turns, and this one's going to be 6 turns. Twelve turns left. I could probably switch to. Yeah, I think for now I'm gonna switch to some research. Oops. Gotta keep cleaning though. Oops. You don't have anywhere to retreat to. Where are you retreating to? $11. 10. So there's been no official declaration of war, so the Bulrathi, I guess, are not compelled to do anything at this time. Okay, and then we'll work on regrowing our population there. I guess maybe the Sakras are afraid to declare war on me, because so far I haven't actually bombed their planet. Oh, don't hit retreat, that would be silly. I was hovering over the retreat button. It's nice that the auto battle plays at high speed, because I don't really need to do anything special for Okay, 9 turns. I'm looking at, this is 7 turns away. 6 turns. Your interference has been tolerated long enough. Of course, you know this means war. Okay, that they declared war on me, so I don't know for sure that the Bulrathi have to declare war on me now. Oh, and they're not allied anymore. Maybe I can get an alliance with the Bulrathi. I kind of don't want one right this moment. I don't want them jumping into this war against the Sakras and then taking Slaw when I need to take Slaw real bad. So I need another planet. And then like 6 more planets. Oh, well, I could try to incite a revolution. I incited 2 rebels. Unrest is at 2%. That's not going to accomplish anything, but... I also don't want to bomb it because it'd be nice to take all the factories intact. Then it'd be all ready to build up quickly. 7 turns. I think there's 1 more before I send the troop ships from Helos, yeah. Oh, they got on their ship. Bye. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be bothering with the sabotage. I should just try to steal whatever technologies I can. Oh, it says they're back in an alliance again. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay, 6 turns away. Let's commit our remaining 30 million troops here to make sure we got plenty. This should be way plenty overkill, considering we outnumber them, and I'm pretty sure my ground combat technology is considerably superior to theirs. Oh, they managed to build a missile base. Nope, bye. Well, that little missile strike also destroyed 2 of their factories, but... So yeah, we've got 135 million headed their way, and they have 100 million troops. They don't have any ground combat bonuses, I don't think. So we should be good to go. As long as the Bulrathi don't attack me. Or some giant space monster comes and eats all our ships. Which, I mean, that can happen, but those usually come from, like, the edge of the map. And take a little bit of time to get anywhere. Come on, we can... Come on, everybody. Everybody can do it. Guess we're back to mostly focusing on technology. Three more turns. Now, I don't know if I should focus on, assuming I'm going to capture that, if I should just try to focus everything into planetology tech so that I can take some of these, colonize a couple of these other undesirable planets. That might be the way to go. Nothing else is super close that would, nothing to increase my production much. Yeah, maybe I'll focus in on the technology, on the planetology some. Because there is a radiated, at least one radiated planet here I can colonize, and I'll probably get access to some more potential colonies from here, maybe. Here we go. 135 versus 100. I've got Duralloy, combat armor, personal deflector shields, and hand lasers. So yeah, we are We are still not like overwhelming them the way the Bolrathi were overwhelming us, even with technology parity. But we've got a decisive advantage here. You do have a small defense bonus, I think, for being the defending army. 200 factories captured, new tech found. The Sakra Empire has been completely destroyed by the Alkaris. To be fair, it wasn't much of an empire. They were, we were the second weakest, and they were the weakest. So, and we weren't in a position to form any kind of useful alliance with them. So, hydrogen fuel cells. That's kind of useless because we already have that tech. Controlled barren environment. That's also kind of useless, I think, because I think Tundra covers that, and Radiated definitely does. But except I could build a slightly cheaper colony ship with that. Gatling laser, garbage. Getting those techs isn't like completely useless because it does raise my technology level in those categories a little bit, which helps discount and miniaturize everything in that category. So it does mean that sometimes I might be able to cram like one more weapon on a ship or something than I would otherwise. The Darlock Empire wishes no contact with the filthy Alkaris. Well, I kind of would also like there to be no Darlocks, but... Okay, now I can finally see the... Okay, so the Darlock Empire is only slightly bigger than ours, although their total power is pretty high. You got better technology, bigger fleet even than the Darlock, than the Bolrathis. That's interesting. They are... Oh, I guess destroying the Sakras made everybody wary of me. Well, this is probably not gonna help, but I'm gonna try to defend somewhat against the spying from the Darlocks and at least get a spy there of some kind so I can see what technology they have. Hopefully the Bolrathis will get over their current worry about me. Okay, so here's Darlock space over here, and it is quite close to Slaw. Oh man, that's a terrifying looking fleet. That definitely overpowers what I have. Oh well, we'll try to get Slaw up to speed on defensive wise. Okay, the Bolrathis are improving because of our trade agreement, probably mostly. So that isn't the end of the galaxy. Oh, what's down here? Andoria. So the Clacons must be like this half of the map. I'm a little concerned that this half of the map might be Clacon territory. Okay, I should send out some scout ships. See what's around here. Probably not much that I can actually do anything with. I should still take a look, though. I'd actually like to know what kind of system Andoria is. The Darlock Empire will soon cure the galaxy of the Alkari madness. Ambassador recalled. Did they just declare war on me? Already? Yep, we are at war now. Great. Okay, well... Huh. At least their fleet isn't entirely concentrated in one place, and I am going to concentrate my fleet pretty much all in one place now. So, then... And I still need this technology. Try to get Slaw built up here. Oof, I'm spending a ton on ships. 20% of my budget. I think they are sending a pretty beefy looking fleet at me. I still don't know what technology they have. Try to get some missile bases built. Hmm. Yay, one spy. What have you got? Oh, that's not good. So they got class 3 deflector shields over me. They have much more powerful weapon technology. The only advantage I've got is I have better. They don't have any good engines. They've got long range with their dotamite crystal fuel cells, but they don't have nuclear engines, so their ships are slow. Not sure if that's enough to offset the fact that they have much, much better missiles and stronger beams than I do. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Also, they have better shields, but here's a crazy thing. I'm going to try to steal a technology from the Darlocks. It'd be crazy if that worked. An insidious computer virus struck the Volrathi main propulsion research network, destroying 1,488 research points. It may take years to recover from the loss. Where are they going? Hopefully not towards my planets. We have a non-aggression pact. No, no, no. Lock you. Darlocks. Oh, they're attacking me. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Colony ships have antimatter bombs. These little scorpion things have antimatter bombs too. In fact, everything except these little bumblebees have antimatter bombs. And these little bumblebees are probably equivalent to my ships. The Death Winds probably are the... They are full of antimatter bombs. They have also are the ones that have the best chance of hitting my ships. I guess those are the ones I need to try and take out first. I'm not sure they couldn't just, like, wipe the floor with my colony. I should have more ships than this. I think I accidentally sent a lot more Falcons away than I intended to. Moved out of range. Still out of range? I might have had a chance if I hadn't messed up my, if I hadn't realized that my missiles were so short ranged. Also, if I hadn't sent so many falcons away, would have helped. But as it is, I don't think it's going to go very well. Bombing the heck out of this. Now their bombs are doing more damage because my bases that had Duralloy armor are gone. Oh, I got repulsor beams. Doesn't help against this ship, but... Okay, that still has a lot of hit points. I'll work on whittling down these. At least make this expensive for them. And what do they got for armor? Because they've got... I think it's just those ships are huge, and so they just have tons of hit points. Well, no, because those two have different amounts of hit points. I'd have to look at their technology list again, I guess. Yeah, I should just retreat it. I'm not doing anything useful here. There's not going to be much of that colony left at this point. Yep, colony destroyed. Contact broken with the Darlock Empire. Well, whatever. Well, I think that's pretty much a good place to end it. This is not... This game is not that... Taking and holding Slaw and then trying to push down into here with the radiated into whatever planets are down here was probably my only real chance at holding on to this game. I could try to make an alliance with the Bulrathis and get something done by trying to get them to fight the Darlocks, but even they were at a disadvantage, so would be at a disadvantage against the Darlocks. So don't really think that there is any significant chance of coming back from this. So I'm gonna switch, and we didn't even get to see Orion and the Orion Guardian or any of the like fancy technologies. Although the repulsor beam that the Darlocks were using in that last battle is a cool thing that can change things up a bit, because you can essentially make a ship, because it pushes away any ship that gets close to yours, typically before they can fire. So it essentially can make ships with short-range weapons useless against your ships. And you get some more special devices like that that can, they're large and kind of expensive, but essentially nullify one aspect of the... I'd last a while now because the Darlocks can't reach me now. and I'm on decent terms with the Bulrathi. I just don't see any way of I think the only small chance I would have of winning is if I manage to get in contact with the Clacons and get strong enough where they and the Bulrathis would want to ally with me. But even that, I think, would be nearly impossible. And then having the four of us vote against the Darlocks as a block. But even then, I wouldn't be up for election because my empire is too small. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this could be turned around. So I should probably stop trying to. So yeah, next week I don't know if I want to play. I might give Master of Orion another go and pick a different race that maybe one that I know is overpowered, like the Silicoids. Although that last battle did kind of show that those Darlocks were having some trouble actually hitting my ships and destroying them. Like, my ships should have all died way faster than that, and they didn't. But yeah. I don't know if I just don't know how to play the Alkaris, but I think I just didn't have a good enough starting position to make their kind of very narrowly focused bonus effective. Whereas like the Silicoids, the Sacras, the Cylons, the Quackons, kind of the Bulrothi and Darlocks, and the Mechlars kind of always, their bonus is always gonna help a lot in any game. The Darlocks, you can just manipulate the other races so much. None of them like you or trust you, so it's hard to have good relations with anyone, but you can pretty much make everybody else mad at everybody else too, and no one's going to have better technology than you because you just take everyone's technology all the time. It's like, oh, you got new technology, let's steal it. As long as you don't let yourself get behind in computer technology behind everyone, you can pretty much keep up on technology however you want.